Right. We are live. This is Eric Anderson with my new fancy haircut. The barber, I told him to do a 1 with finger length on top, and he said 1, no problem. Zap, 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 and just made me look silly. And I just forget about it until I see the mirror about how goofy I look. And Sam joining me in the newest TD, had his first run today. How was that for you?
It was pretty entertaining. Honestly, it was a huge field, so I got thrown right into the fire.
326 entries. It was a huge field. I'm just going to do a couple of things here. Let's minimize that. Lego's in the chat. I'm going to pull up the commentary booth, and so I can see some chip counts. And one more thing I have to do is remind V 326 entries. We are down to our final 9, and I need to enter payouts. Settings, payouts. First place is $5,993. $7 short of a $6,000 prize pool for a $100 tournament.
That's not bad.
No, that's not bad at all. Read these off to me so I can enter them in, please. Boom. Let's see right here. Yeah, but that'll go away by the time I get there, and I don't want to wait for 36 entries. What's second place pay?
3,703.
3703 in third place.
2686.
2686 in fourth place.
1982.
I love all these numbers for a $100 tournament. Fifth place.
1487.
1487. Sixth place.
1148.
And seventh place.
887.
Ninth.
8th is 704.
I was testing you.
And 9th is 545.
545, I was not testing you. You caught it anyway. All right, good deal. Continue. Exit out of here. We have some heroes in the... let's pull this back up. All right, we've got a lot of heroes left. Chris Larkin, namely, the number 326th entry. He, on break, said he's going to wait and be the last one to register. This is the third time in 4 weeks he's been the last one to register. He took 5th and he took 6th, and then last week he didn't cash, and he's at the final table again.
Wow.
So his new strategy is become the last one to register with 20K and let it go. We got a lot of people in the chat. We got Tiny Poker. Cisco saying, nice cut, Eric. I'm not a fan. I'd rather be shorter. I'd rather be longer or shorter. I used to shave my head, and I liked that. I don't like this goofy little spot, but, you know, my hair grows fast, so it'll be good in a couple of days. What else, guys? Let's get some points away. You know about that? Have you been in the commentary booth since that time you did the live stream?
No, it's been a few weeks.
That was fun for you though, right? You did a really good job.
Yeah.
I had a lot of compliments about you. Loyalty, ad points. I'm gonna give everybody 1,000 for tuning in so late. It is 12:36 on a Thursday morning, Wednesday night, depending on how you look at it. And I'm really excited that we've got anybody looking at this so late. The Asian sensation making fun of me. I got a weed whacker there. So, yeah. Tiny Poker had fun doing commentary with Sam.
Well, I enjoyed it with you too, Tiny. That was.
Did you do a doubleheader?
Yes,
you did.
Doubleheader.
You did it with Matt.
Matt Lamello.
And you did a sit and go, and then you did it live with Tiny.
Right, on the 1-2 game.
Perfect.
On a Monday.
I remember that now.
Yes.
All right. We had 326 entries. We broke the record again. I'm sounding like a broken record
We smashed
every
it.
week,
It
just
wasn't-
saying we broke the record.
I mean, it wasn't even close,
It
right?
was-
Last week, 264, right?
So, yeah. And we get in here at 6 o'clock, and we were slammed. We had like 100 people to start the tournament, right? And Benny comes up to me, and he goes, we're going to hit 300 today. I said, settle down. It's okay. I mean, we got a good start, but 300 is super aggressive. And there's a little thing called, maximum density where, there's only so much you can get. You can't get any more out of it's like a sponge can only hold so much water no matter how much you put it in water. It can only hold this maximum density. 300 is really aggressive.
Right.
I didn't say no. I just said that's very aggressive. And when we hit 200 in level 4, registration's open till level 6. And King said, "What's the number? What do we do? What's the number? What do you want to bet?" And I said, "I'll take the over on 300." And he says, "We're at 200 with an hour left." He goes, "All right." I said, "How much you want to bet?" "Whatever you want." I said, "All right, you want to go 25? He goes, "Let's make it 15. So he was not confident in his under 300, and I just don't bet against me.
Right.
So 326, smashed it. That's the 4th time out of 4 times we bet, and I've taken King's money every time.
And as far as I know, in the last several weeks, we've only gone up, right?
We've only gone up.
Yeah.
We have not gone back. Like on our Sunday next gen, we had smashed it with like 256 the first time we did it. And a month later, 3 days ago, Sunday, exact same tournament, except for it was $130 buy-in, and I was predicting 300 for Sunday, and we actually went backwards and got 230, which is a huge number, but I was expecting growth, and it went backwards just a little bit. Who knows? Stuff happens. Yeah, Katie's game has only gone up since December when we just like hit that, and it's just going up and up and up. And there's got to be a spot one of these days where we're going to hit maximum density, and we're not going to go over 326. It might be 310 next week, or I don't know when we're going to hit that, but it's just gone up and up and up. So let's run through these names really quick. In the 1 seat, I wish I would have got these guys to pronounce it. It's Faiz, Faiz, in the 1 seat with 1 point. Let me turn this volume up. Oh, they're getting after it right away. Oh, dang it. So for 10 minutes, we're not going to have any table volume because I restarted the computer and forgot to turn on the microphones. But he's got 1.6 million chips in the 1 seat. Steven in the 2 seat with 290,000. BJ in the 3 seat with 590,000. Average stack right now is 815. Sean in the 4 seat with 445. Jorge in the 5 seat with 180,000. Blinds are 40,080, so he's really short stacked. Chris in the 6 seat, Chris Larkin, who we were talking about, 460,000. And Megan in the 7 seat, 1,050,000. Sam in the 8 seat, 290,000, and Omar in the 9 seat with 1.2 million. So we've got 3 guys with just a ton of chips, and then a couple of guys that are really short stacked.
Well, right off the bat here, we have a 4-way flop,
which is really unusual at a final table situation.
Absolutely.
Especially with Steven in the cutoff with only 3 big blinds. If that number's accurate, I forgot to press the red box button. All right, we'll see it, Tiny. Tiny's out of here.
The action came, Megan opened it up with a min raise, and Faiz just elected to call with ace king, which,
wow,
with 17 big blinds effective.
Now, I don't love that. Why is Steven in there? He does have 200K and 3 big blinds.
Yeah, a lot of inexperienced tournament players, they like to take flops for, I guess just kind of coming from a cash background.
Right.
They like to take flops with single digit big blind stacks, and
I don't love that. Faiz takes it down with a bet on the turn. Ace is up, says Omar knocked me out in 19th place. If not Chris, I'd like to see him win it.
Well, he's got a lot of chips. He's got a great chance.
Let's pull up the stack size. Yeah. So Faiz, is that what we're going with?
We're going to go with that.
Faiz has 2 million chips, 33 big blinds. That's a huge amount of big blinds this deep in the final table. Omar, 20 big blinds with 1.2 million. Megan, 17. BJ, Chris, and Sean, 977. And then down at the bottom, we have Sam, Steven, and George with 4, 3, and 2 big blinds. I'm going to pop that out of the way. And
I think we should expect to see a lot of just all-ins here.
yeah, they really there's let's pop up these payouts quick. There is some laddering to consider. You know, it's $150 to go from 9th to 8th. Everybody's guaranteed $545. 7th place, $887, and then $1148, and then another $300, and then another $500, and then another $700. So there is some ICM implications that they have to be thinking of. Now, Megan, with pocket nines,
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing her just rip this.
17 big blinds is super aggressive.
Yeah, but most of the stacks behind her are
Right.
effectively much smaller.
All right, the only problem with that, let's say Faiz or Omar wakes up with a big hand and picks her off, and she goes from third in chips to out of the tournament. And that's a lot of equity that you're leaving on the table
Right.
by just ripping it. You get the same information by betting 2.5x.
Well, but as we saw just a second ago, we saw who's in the 2 seat? Steven. He made the call on the min raise with Queen Jack offsuit, so to just go ahead and pick up 2.5 big blinds, I mean, that's huge. Because it's going to be hard to have a hand that can beat, pocket nines that'll really take a big bite out of your stack with all these short stacks on the table. I mean, you got 4 big blinds, 8 big blinds, 2 big blinds.
Lego says Megan is still in. Yeah, still in and crushing.
Got an all-in here from Sean. Shoving 8.5, King 9. It's going to take it down.
Yeah, Rice in the chat saying you guys are running pretty late for this tourney. We are, and that is expected with Katie's game. I don't think we've gotten to the final table before midnight in the last month. S4, I'm going with seat 4. Busted me. That's Sean. Queen against ace queen. Yeah, it's tough to get in with a 3-outer. Top right corner shows we have 9 players left out of the 326 that started this game. Omar with an ace and a lot of chips. He's got 20 big blinds. Just gonna let it go. Ace deuce. I like the discipline. He's not gonna try to gamble. Steven has a suited ace and 3 big blinds. I want him to get all in.
This needs to be
Yeah,
the
this is
world's
just
easiest all in.
This is
oh
just
no.
all in.
Oh no. Just a limp.
Yeah.
You get no fold equity here.
And
Sean all in for.
yeah, now he's going to
10
have
big
to
blinds,
call.
of
What
course.
I mean, he's got Sean dominated, so I mean, it effectively worked out the same way, regardless. But I would have liked to see him shove, unless his plan was to be sneaky and call it off, and that's what he's going to do. And now Sean is way behind with his hearts. We paid 36 places today, Danny. 271 to 360 on the 10% scale pays 36 places. 240 to 270 pays 27 places.
Got a 60-40 here.
Yeah.
Ace 7, Steven at risk.
Oh, king right on the flop. And another king. That's drawing dead.
Do it.
Sean gets a boat. Steven exits in 9th place with just over $500 for his efforts today.
Well done, Steven.
Let's pop up these stack sizes. 9th place, $545. Faiz, 33 big blinds. Omar, 20 big blinds. Megan, 17. And Sean, 15 big blinds.
Aces up says you got to rip it there.
I agree.
Absolutely, 100%. You got to rip it there. The result ends up being the same because
it worked out the same because somebody ripped it behind him and he got to call off. But yeah, 3 big blinds and a suited ace. You're all in. Congratulations for making it to the final table and taking home some money today. 6,000 up top. That'd be fun. It's more than I'm going to make today.
Big stack fives. Just going to let ace-8 off go under the gun.
This is dealer/tournament director Sam in the booth with me, Lego.
Not to be confused with the Sam in C8. Yes.
Different Sam.
I'm not going to make as much money as he's going to make.
No, he's going to make more money than we are today.
Chris is all in here with King-8 suited, 5 big blinds. Yeah, 7-3 just not good enough to...
No. Chris Larkin making a run at it. I think he's, 5th in chips right now?
He had a monster triple up with, I believe it was in the final 3 tables. Ace-Queen up against Ace-10 and Kings.
So Chris is he's got 7 big blinds. So he's got 2 guys behind him, Sam and Jorge, both with 2 big blinds apiece. And they're both on his right. Oh no, Sam's on his left, Jorge's on his right. Aces up says, great dealing early on today, Sam. You got us through a bunch of hands.
Thank you.
Were you Lego's first deal? It was.
Yes,
it
I
was
was.
a 23-year-old wearing a suit. You're 24.
Yes, 24.
It was a 24-year-old wearing a suit. He was a tournament director today in training. And we had to put him in the box. We put Craig in the box. We put Mike Tanner in the box. We put Danielle in the box.
It was all hands on deck.
Yeah, we
Absolutely.
had. I'm missing somebody because we had 5 guys in the box. Maybe just 4. That's a lot of people though. I thought it was 5. But yeah, we had everybody in the box. We had all
16 tables in the main room.
16 in the main room. 2 more in the high stakes room. So we had 18 tournament tables and we had 7 cash tables going. We had every single table used today.
Absolutely. All in here from Jorge for his 2 big blinds. That's absolutely the move.
For sure. King Jack. There it is.
There's our audio.
That's our 10-minute. Now we get to hear King say, we got a jumper.
Jorge is at risk and slightly behind.
Let's go. He's asking King for some help. Oh, King and a Jack for Jorge. Nobody has a club, so he's in good shape against Omar. He needs a club to chop.
Open-ended straight
A
draw.
queen. Nope, doesn't do it. Jorge takes it down with 2 pair. That was a close one. A lot of opportunities there. While he's dealing, I'm going to take just a second to talk to you guys about our first responders, police officers, firefighters, and veterans. If you do not know, you get free membership every day. Just come on in, show your identification that says you're a first responder, police officer, firefighter, or veteran, and save that $10 a day. Director Sam, thumbs up.
Thank you.
You
I know who that is.
You know Gateman?
Yes, he's a relative.
All right.
My stepdad.
All right.
Yes. What's up, Scott?
Raised to 130,000.
So blind versus blind, going for the steal with Queen Deuce. It's an interesting spot. BJ is, I think it would be pretty tough to say that anyone is a tougher match on this final table than BJ.
Jay, you like his spot at it?
Yeah.
He's got 470,000
I'm not sure.
chips.
Yeah, I can't see him doing anything with this. I don't think he believes he has fold equity here.
Well, here's the deal.
All right, we got a jumper.
He thinks
No, he
Faiz
does.
is making a move, and he's right.
Oh my
Faiz
goodness.
got queen deuce, and he's gonna fold. Great read, BJ. Good job.
Yeah, I don't. Wow.
Val.
Is he
Batista.
thinking that if Faiz is really truly strong, he either limps or just rips it?
Yeah, he's. And now they've also been playing with each other for at least 6 hours.
Right.
I mean, they've been playing since 6 o'clock. Whether they've been at the same table or not from the beginning, we don't know. But he has been playing with him for the last couple of hours for sure. And he might have picked up a read thinking, okay, this is suspicious. I'm just going to shove 7 big blinds. You're not going to call me. And it got through. I don't know.
He just made a bluff shove over a razor with 7 big blinds, and it worked.
It worked.
That's impressive.
I like it.
Yeah.
Lego says, by the way, my wife got the military discount. She had the ID, and they accepted it. Excellent. Excellent.
Omar with pocket aces here.
Nice. I prefer the red aces. Hearts and
I'll take them whenever I can get them, whatever color they are.
All right.
What do you think he does? Do you think he makes a creative,
In the
large
cutoff,
raise size?
I would go. So the blind right now is 60,000.
35,000.
Yeah, that's
135. I love
That's
it.
great.
Just over
Yeah.
1 point, whatever. Nobody has anything, so it didn't matter regardless. Is he going to show it? No. Disciplined. A lot of people like to show
Right.
those aces. Go, look what I got. He's like, you can see it on TV. So another little advertisement I want to tell you about, industry appreciation. If you work at a local card room or a far away card room, it doesn't have to be local. A casino, if you work at Choctaw, if you work in Vegas, if you work at any entertainment industry like this, get half off. Pay $6.50 an hour instead of $13 an hour, and enjoy that on us. Industry appreciation. Just a professional courtesy we give away.
I love to see interesting blind versus blind stuff.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna be careful if I'm Sean, because Jorge on my direct left has 4 big blinds. If I raise it 2.5 and he shoves, I have to call off.
Right.
If he, so you really want to be careful getting out of line with somebody who's so short. Any legal room, yes, aces up. Any legal room. If you're a dealer at your kitchen table, that doesn't count. If you're a dealer at some random underground game, that doesn't count. Any legal room, come in, show your ID, show your badge, show a pay stub, and get that discount.
We have seen a lot of players from other rooms in the area take advantage of that promotion.
Lots of them. I had somebody on Facebook said she's a dealer in Vegas and she's coming to visit her brother, and does that count? And I said, absolutely. Bring your casino ID or a recent pay stub and come on in. Who is aces up? Do you know who that is?
No,
He played
but
today.
he was on my table. but
Apparently.
Apparently.
That narrows it down to
Yeah.
9 people.
Yeah.
And
There-
8 because it wasn't Lego.
Right. That's true. Process
Ooh,
of
we got big
elimination.
hands. So Sam with King 10, just going to go all
Sam,
in.
this is
So,
no need to Hollywood, Sam. Just
yeah, you got 2 bigs. Get
Yeah.
in. Now, does Omar call or raise?
well, the optimal move is when Sam shoves for Omar to isolate, because we know Sam is
Right.
supposed to be shoving.
Is he gonna fold?
No,
Wow.
you're not, man. Come on.
Okay.
What are we
He doesn't
doing?
like that.
Sammy,
He's covering his
Sammy,
face
you're
just like you
killing
are.
me. Oh my gosh, what are you waiting for?
Steve Nichols, I complimented your haircut. So many people made fun of my haircut.
Non-razor to 135.
All right,
There it is.
I like to see that he's making the same size
Yep.
as he
with
did with.
aces, with ace jack. I mean,
Top 9-3.
This is probably gonna be a
I could
for
see
Chris.
Chris
It's
defending.
5 big blinds, right? I mean,
He's in the big
Yeah,
blind.
this is just a
I was
shove.
gonna say that's just a cooler. It's got in seat 2 at first table. Sam has black diamond earrings. Okay, the guy in seat 2 at your first table.
well,
That was
there
10
was
hours ago.
it was a long time ago, and there were 200 people in the room. But come on back and let me know, and
That's funny.
I'll
Now,
promise not to deal you any coolers.
I think I can't make those promises. I think Sam knew that Chris was short in the big blind, and he didn't want to get in with King 10. That's what I think. Chris needs exactly a 5 now, so he's way behind. Ace 5 against Ace Jack, but he's got a 70-30 pre-flop. Queen, he needs exactly a 5. He's got 3 outs. They're all live. Nobody folded a 5. He does miss it. So his record is 1st, 6th, out, and 8th.
One down.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Seat 6.
Katie's game. Thank you, Ace is up. Thank you, Steve. Introduce yourself and just say, hey, remember me? Ace is up. There's V, Min's daughter, running Action Tracker for me. She's also a dealer here in the room. You might have seen her. She's double dipping. She's triple dipping if you consider the money she makes when she comes in and plays, cashes out, puts on her dealer uniform, deals for 6 hours, and then puts on her headset and runs Action Tracker for the next 2 hours.
That's a Poker House All-Star.
Yep. Now, what she's going to do when we're done here is probably take off the Poker Star uniform, or excuse me, the Poker House uniform, and grind for a few more hours. I don't know if she's going to do that. I've seen it happen, though. She's been getting some coaching from Kim and Hayden, and she has increased her hourly substantially.
Outstanding.
Yeah, which is
Oh,
great.
he's gonna do it.
There
I'm
it is.
just fascinated to see.
So he folds a King 8 plus 1, and he rips Jack 8
It was King
suited.
10.
Oh, King 10.
Yes.
I meant King 10.
Right.
Yeah, and he rips Jack 8
Well,
suited.
he knows that if he waits one more hand, half his stack is going into
Right.
the ante. So
I
there's-
honestly, with this format, big blind ante format, I'm shoving under the gun blind.
yeah, 100%.
Mathematically,
2 big blinds, yes.
yeah.
40,000 total.
But
Because you want to get paid for both your big blinds. You don't want to get paid for just one.
by the way, I don't know if you saw, but there was a 10 on that last flop.
Oh,
if
he
Sam
would have
shoves,
got it?
yeah. I mean, it's
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Results oriented, he should have done that. But he should have done it.
Oh yeah, he should have done it anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, Megan has to call here.
Yeah.
It's only-
And she's got him crushed.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the way to play it. Now Sam's gonna see the bad news.
He's like, of course.
Well, Sam, if you had
I mean,
no, I like him. He's a very, very nice fella. Dealt to him several times.
let's see if King can put some pain on that flop. He doesn't put any jacks out there. He does put 1 spade out there. Sam's got backdoor straight, backdoor flush.
Oh, now an open-ender.
open-ended straight.
But that a couple of his outs are dirty.
Queen or a 7
Oh.
doesn't get it. Yeah, those the 7 of diamonds would not have helped him. All right, just like that, we are down to what are we at? 6 now. Sam gets 7th place for 887.
Yep.
Let's check out these payouts. Guaranteed 11. We're in 4 digits now, guys. 1148 for a $100 tournament. 11x your buy-in. That's great. Faiz 29 big blinds. Omar, 26 big blinds. Megan, 19. Sean, 12. BJ, 11. And Jorge, 6.
Y'all play for it? All right. Skip
Let's
the break, man.
go. Skip the break.
So, before you guys do, I'll have Megan kind of move to the 8 season.
She's going to do a little bit of maintenance. Move these guys around. Give them some room. Good work, V.
Now you're a big blind. No.
Lego shoved the blind under the gun.
40, 80, 80.
Did you wake up with ace queen under the gun when you shoved blind against queens? Or was that a different hand?
No, you're good.
$26,000 prize pool on a $100 tournament.
Take the break out.
That's amazing. Amazing. And we have a ton of chips in play. 6.5 million chips in
Keep
play.
going.
We have the same tournament on Monday as well.
Yeah. $100 buy-in, 20K starting stack,
And that one's
20 minute
growing.
levels. We went from 33 weeks ago to 42 weeks ago to 58 last 2 days ago. So it is getting good. If you didn't know, if you like this format, if you like this buy-in, come back Monday. It's big. 8 big blinds, ace queen,
Gotta
rip
jump
it.
in this too.
It's
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
no mistake from BJ. Oh, and now Omar wakes up
Omar's
with
got
jacks. It's going to be a flip. Don't take. Come on.
So BJ, it shows 43 to 57. So the computer must know that somebody folded an ace or a queen, because it should be about 50-50.
Jorge.
What do you
Excuse
think
me,
about-
Omar. You can't be.
Yeah, he's got a call.
Yep, he did.
Why is he standing up? He's still got 10 big blinds.
That's
if he
exciting.
loses.
It's exciting. This table should be scared if BJ wins this one,
Oh,
and he gets a
oh.
queen.
All right, Omar needs
Oh, there's a
jack.
gutter now.
9 or a jack. Doesn't do it. BJ gets the full double. He's up to 18 big blinds now. He gets a double and the blinds and the antes. Average stack is 1,000, or excuse me, 1,000,000. I'm gonna call it 87,000. 3 people over average. Omar is just below average now. Jorge's on life support, and Sean's he's still fine. He's got 10 big blinds. He doubles through Faiz. They trade places. 6 players remaining.
We can see that they're at these stack sizes. There's not a lot of post flop play, anything like that.
There's not really
Yeah.
a lot of play. It's just let me pick up a hand
Exactly.
for these smaller.
But that doesn't mean it's all luck, right? I mean, you saw decisions
Yeah.
or lack thereof, missed opportunities cost. You know, we just saw Sam
Yeah.
miss an opportunity. You know, you can't be afraid to shove. Sometimes you have to with really marginal stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't have to wait for ace king or pocket tens every time. Now we're playing 6 max here, so.
Ooh, speaking of 6 max.
So are we gonna see BJ open this up from under the gun?
All right, we got a raise in the 2.
Yeah.
160,000. 4 fold, 6 fold, 8 fold.
And it's down to Faiz in the big blind. This is pretty standard defend here.
Yes, 1 calls. 160,000. Heads up.
Flop comes 9-3 deuce.
Check.
I would like to see BJ fire a continuation bet on this flop because Faiz should not have that many strong hands. Of course, he could have the sets, but other than that, it's going to be really hard.
If they have a set, you just say, wrap the table and say
Faiz
GG.
makes a quick call with queen high, no backdoor, no. Now BJ turns a pair. Wonder if he tries to control this pot. I kind of think we're going to see him bet again. He's never been shy to take the aggressive route.
Yeah. You think Faiz?
I just can't. I just
been very passive.
I just can't believe he. Well, I just can't believe he elected to float the flop there out of position. I mean, it's. Oh my goodness!
He had a plan for this hand.
Oh my goodness! I think. Wow, wow. So he just must have decided.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's.
I mean, this is just.
He's putting BJ. Let's.
This is okay. So BJ opens under the gun right after just doubling up. Right. You don't necessarily put him on a very loose, weak image. Okay. He raises under the gun. You defend the big blind. Go check call, then check shove.
Let's look at this really quickly. BJ is second in chips right now. There's 3 people behind him, and Faiz, it doesn't show because he's all in, so it doesn't show him in the chip counts. If he loses right now, he's leaving so much money on the table, and he's thinking about calling off with second pair.
Yeah.
Good. I like it. Very aggressive poker by Faiz. Let's listen to these guys talking. I actually don't want to turn that up too much because if they hear that music in the background, we're going to get turned off for copyright. We got to have them turn that off.
If there's anyone who can pick off a bluff at this table, I mean, I've seen him do some great things, but this whole hand has just been. This only works against ace queen, and he gets it done. Faiz with the move,
and it works.
Got it done.
Wow, crazy.
I don't.
I think
This is
I think it's a good fold because, like I said,
right. It's so strong.
Yeah.
I mean, the line is so strong, but
BJ does not want to bust before Omar, Sean, and Jorge, who are less chips than him. So it was a really strong move by Faiz. Let's check out this for a second. Do you know anything about this? Heads up tournament?
oh yeah, I saw
right.
it on Facebook this morning.
$700 buy-in. We're doing a March Madness style bracket where March 11th, Saturday, we're going to have 8 players play down to a winner. The winner of that bracket gets $2,000. And then Sunday, we're going to have a bracket play down to a winner, $2,000. The next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, $2,000 a piece. And I'm going to come back to that in a second because we have a real hand going on. Jorge's all in with ace-10. BJ also has ace-10.
He's going to be all in as well. Or calls, rather.
Ace-10, 6-handed is right on the cusp.
Are we at 40, 30, 60? Yeah, this is
call.
a snap call. I mean, this is a 6 big blind. You have to call this off, and they're almost certainly going to chop it up.
He says that's no good.
Yeah. Jack 9-7 rainbow
All right.
guarantees the chop.
That's going to be a chop. Run out. And
They both make
chop.
the nuts.
All right, perfect. All right, let's look at this heads up again. So we have 4 days, 4 brackets, Saturday, Sunday, and the next week, Saturday, Sunday, play down to a winner. The winner from each bracket takes home $2,000 that day and come back the following weekend on Sunday. I think it's the 26th. And those 4 players will play together. If you win your semifinal, you get another. I'm going to make up numbers to make it close. You get another $3,000. So you've won $5,000 so far, and then you go heads up. This is a single elimination bracket tournament until we get to the final 2 players, the finale, and then it's a double elimination, 2 out of 3, and you get another $5,000. So if you win your bracket, you get $2,000. If you win the semifinals, you get $5,000 total, another $3,000. And if you win the whole thing, you get another $5,000, which is $10,000 total. Those are rough numbers depending on the players we get and stuff like that, but it's going to be really close to that for a $700 buy-in. And you can register in the room for whatever flight you want to play, so that if you can't make it on the 16th or whatever, you can come in and register for what flight you do want to play. And it's restricted to 8 players per flight. So you want to get in here. You don't want to wait and think about it and go, oh, man, I might want to play that.
And when is registration for that open?
It's open now. I opened it today.
Wow.
So we said we want to do this yesterday, and I would have liked to wait until April so I could have a little more time to advertise it. But the owner said, no, March Madness is in March. We want to do it now. And I went, I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
And so I'm telling you guys, I put it on Facebook. Go check out the timestamp for that last night. I think it was like 2 a.m. I'm up making thumbnails and posting them because I want you guys to have as much time as possible to get in here. The video is very blurry. Brad, I think that might be on your side, bud. Check your internet because it looks clear here. Does anybody else have blurry video?
All right, we got to jump on the 2. 4 fold.
All in from the button, 13 big blind shove, although it's shorter effectively.
Right.
Yeah.
It's effective.
BJ's playing perfect.
Yeah.
Tournament.
He is.
Right. I even like his fold with ace-6 there, just because it's just so strong. Like, is it ever a bluff, right? And in that instance, it was really a gutsy play from Faiz back a couple hands ago. But
Right. Okay, Brad, it's on your side, bud. Everybody's telling me it's looking good. Sometimes if you're in a bad Wi-Fi spot, I just turn my Wi-Fi off and go off cellular data, assuming you're on your phone.
Omar with ace-queen. This needs to be an all-in.
9 big blinds. Yeah.
But I predict he's going to raise to 135,000.
I don't hate that either.
No, it's an all-in all day. No. I guess, yeah.
1 fold. 2 fold.
All right, Sean, let it go. I know they're suited.
It's suited.
It's suited, I know.
How do you fold suited? He's in the big blind.
No, he's on the button.
Oh, I thought. Oh,
Yeah.
I saw the BB.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at the wrong BB.
Get it done, Omar. There we go.
Min in the chat saying, "Where are you?" Hey Min, did you turn down that audio for us so I can turn up the table mic? I was gonna text him, then I forgot he's watching, so he can just as easily. But he might be watching without the sound on. Remind me to pop up chip counts after this hand because it's very relevant.
1 fold. 4 fold. 6 fold.
Megan could shove here. She elects to limp.
You just like shoving.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to pick up these 2.5 big blinds, you know.
I play a little more risk adverse style.
Eric, I've seen you play, man.
Okay, I shove.
Put a 3 out there. Put 2 3s out there.
Ooh, you want the pain.
The max pain.
Megan's got some chop opportunities with a 4. She's got the gut shot and 1 over. She's going to probably just lead out, and Omar's going to say, let's go. And Megan says, dang,
Bye-bye.
dang it. See, she should have just shoved pre, and he would have
That's what I'm saying.
Tray.
Of course.
Yeah. She's like, never mind.
Nice play, Omar. I really like that play.
Very good. All right, let's check out these
Omar's
chip
chipping
stacks.
up.
Let's go. 6 players left. Average chip stack is 1,087,000. And Omar is above average, BJ is above average, and Faiz is way above average. Everybody else is low. Jorge needs to make a move. He's got 3 big blinds left, and where is he in relation to the button? Jorge is in the 6th seat, and the button just passed him, so he's got some time.
Faiz has over 110 starting stacks.
That's crazy. A third of the chips in play. Sean with 2 8s and 7 big
here's
blinds is going to make a move.
all of it.
Jorge cannot call with Jack 3.
Omar should be looking him up here.
He just got these chips.
It's okay. A 7 big blind shove, right, from Sean.
It's half a stack. I don't hate
There's
a fold.
there's all sorts of hands that but there's all sorts of hands that and I think
He
that's
does
the
make
right
the
call.
I think. What do you call with ace 9? What's the cutoff?
Yeah, I
Call
do
with ace,
because
any ace? Ace?
no, not any ace. I
Ace
mean, I
five?
could plug it in, but just going off of, I guess what I would think. I mean, 7 big blinds. He could have king queen, king jack, all these
Right.
hands that are you're ahead of. You know, you're flipping with a lot, which obviously you don't love, but you also dominate. Sean has
You
a bunch of
dominate ace
us.
5.
Yes,
You know.
Sean has to shove basically any suited ace. Obviously, you beat most of those. Sean has to shove, or Sean should be shoving some suited connectors you're ahead of.
Yep.
So, yeah, this
Just
is.
make the call. Faiz lets it go.
So we got a flip here.
All right, heads or tails? What's it gonna do?
I think Sean's gonna double up here. That's my gut feeling.
I agree. He's got the snowman. Oh,
Yeah.
oh!
There's
Omar goes from 6 outs to
outs.
3 outs.
no outs.
No outs. Drawing dead. And he didn't hit anyway.
Nice hand, Sean.
All right, it's been 48 minutes. I'm going to give points away. Somebody in the chat earlier was asking, what are points for? Points are just for fun. Just for you guys to do something while you're watching. And I'm gonna jack it up to 2,000 points. There you go. Go play with those. Now, to find out how many points you have, type in exclamation point points. And to play with them, type in exclamation point gamble and then how many you want to gamble. The maximum is 10,000 points that you can gamble. And how that works is the Streamlabs bot will use a random number generator to roll the dice. If it's below 50, you lose. If it's above 50, you win. So if you've never played before, try that out. Exclamation point points. Until you make points entry into a Chat Pro free roll. Oh, yes. Did we talk about that on air? I mean, we must have. So stay tuned. No spoilers.
Nice teaser.
Yeah, and apparently Lego knows. So I talk to Lego a lot
No. A couple of them.
off stream, so I don't know if I talk to him about some stuff we're planning or if I actually said it on the stream, and everybody knows and it's not a secret. So we shall see. 40, 80, 80, 200K in the pot. Sean's got a suited ace and 16 big blinds. He's in early position. Lets it go.
All in. Let's go. All in.
Yep.
No.
Oh,
No.
Omar's right behind.
No. She wants to be able to fold. And Omar's not going to let her because he's going to... Well, he might let her fold, but she shouldn't. Under 10 big blinds, any pair versus pair is
Just
cooler. Yeah.
On the final table.
Yeah.
What is Omar?
Omar.
really thinking about?
No. This is
folding?
Hollywood. He's got people behind him.
I don't think he's Hollywood. I think he might think.
No, we saw him do this with pocket
he is
jacks.
all
He's-
in.
Yeah, there it
All right,
is.
all right.
And BJ with the sevens.
Wow.
This
With a raise and a shove, do you get away from seven with 13 big blinds?
Makes it a lot easier.
I'm not sure. I don't think I can fold this.
Snap
Snap
call
calls.
from Megan.
She's gonna
already
see
got chips in the
bad
pot.
news.
Well, she doesn't want to see any flop that doesn't have a 3 in it, regardless. So whether she gets it in, I predict if he flats, she shoves the flop regardless. So it's pretty irrelevant. She knew she was going to get it all in. She's only got one big blind left after this hand, and the blinds are going up. So she's got just a sniff.
And an
6,
8.
Jack 8, drawing dead. Ace. Ace Up says that is a correct laydown from BJ. I think so too. With a raise and a shove, it's. I'm not saying it's an easy fold with a pair, but I'm folding.
But we're talking about a 9 big blind shove over a 2.5 big blind raise, right? I don't know. There's definitely a lot of ICM considerations, though.
I think so. Let her bust out with her one big blind. While they're counting up the chips, I'm going to talk about a game we had tonight. Wednesday, we call it Mark's game. It's kind of a home game feel. We put it in the back room. Starts at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's a 1K maximum buy-in. They're playing 1-3. Most of our tables are 1-2 or 2-5. They play a 1-3 game, kind of that in-between area. And they do some stuff in there that we don't do on the floor. So it's we call it a private game. It's not really private. Anybody can come play, but just know if you play Mark's game, they do unlimited straddles. They do the stand-up game. They do the 7-deuce game, and it's a really fun time. So if you want to come in and play Mark's game on Wednesday at 10 a.m., that's a good time.
It's good to see one of those private games occur on a weekday morning.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Jorge is going to be basically blind all in next hand as he chose to fold 10-9 with 2 big blinds left. So BJ, this is a blind versus blind situation. I'd like to see him go all in here.
I got a jumper in the
Yeah,
He does it.
we got a jumper.
I love King. Check out some stack sizes while we're waiting. Down to 6 players.
Megan with just 1 big blind, and Jorge is effectively all in here, I believe. Got
All right, we got a jumper in an 8, all in. 130,000.
8 for under the gun. She wants to actually get paid for it. I mean, she could have done that in the dark.
yeah.
like
I
we
think
were
she
talking
did.
about. That's why you do it in the dark, because you don't want to look down at 8-4 and call it audible and not do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Like, oh my god, I can't do it with 8-4.
This is interesting.
So that is a correct shot.
Omar
One fold.
getting in there too.
Fold. 4 fold.
And Jorge needs to just put the rest of his stack in.
6 fold.
So we're still playing post flop.
Oh, it's already done. All right, 1 all in, still 2 with action.
So heads up on the side, queen 3 deuce.
Now, do you
Check.
want to check it down and eliminate a player, or do you want to try to steal the dead money?
Well, you have no fold equity if you're Jorge. I mean, you have half a big blind.
Okay.
So, I mean, maybe you could get Omar to get away from exactly jack high,
Right.
but I guess a good fold from Jorge here, knowing that Megan's at risk. Although she has by far the best of it.
Yeah, he needs exactly a jack on the river. Now, why would you bluff if you're Omar? Is there a lot of was there a lot on the side? Or
No,
nothing on
there's
the
no.
side?
There's a dry side pot, so it's just not a. It's
why
just-
would you bet?
you wouldn't?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Right?
I just thought maybe there was something I didn't know.
Nope.
Oh, you made the straight? You, oh. Would have made the straight.
No, I wasn't. I needed to. I had to do it.
He says he had to do it.
Yeah, that you didn't have to do that. You made nothing and you kept a opponent alive. I don't love that idea.
All right, Megan with a few more chips now, but in the big blind. And
I mean, any hand she has now is just a bonus hand.
Jorge with just about the worst holding you can have in his blind all in.
All in the small blind with a tray and a
Oh, 9,
deuce.
1, and 2 fold. I'm sorry.
Sean in
Oh
there with
no,
pocket king.
Sean with kings. Megan with
And
an
Megan's
ace
gonna
and
have
two
to
big
go with it,
blinds.
yeah.
She's got an ace. Oh, he might just eliminate 2 players, and we're gonna be down to 4 just
Yep.
like that.
All right,
There
let's
it
jump
is.
in the 8. Call in the 9. I mean, in 4. All right. Everybody
Yeah, we
on
got
the
the
back.
KK against the A tray and the tray deuce. Jorge needs some straight opportunities. He's got the only spade, and he needs a whole bunch of deuces. I predict Sean takes this one home.
I think so, but you know
Bold prediction.
they are the ace magnets, and he is only 66% to win this.
That's true.
There's a 1 in 3 chance that Sean's massively best hand is. Let's see. Yeah,
King.
there's a set, but Jorge with the spade draw.
Spade draw.
Oh,
Boat. Da boat. Irrelevant
quads.
now. Nice. All right, ace doesn't help. Everybody improved. I mean, Megan got her ace. Jorge got a deuce and a flush draw. All right. So we're looking at this. Did you know? You like this tournament? $100 buy-in, 20K starting stack, 20-minute levels. We have the exact same format on Monday. Did you know that?
Aces up says that's the difference between recreational players and experienced tournament players.
I agree. There was no reason to bet into that side pot. We could have eliminated her one hand earlier. Totally irrelevant to him, results oriented because she is gone anyway. But
It'd be better to put the blue.
you know, Jorge could have made 5th place money instead of 4th place money. So it worked out the best for Megan that he got the other people off that hand.
And so, in that situation where both players bust on the same hand,
Chip stacks.
yes.
At the same table, you go by chip stack size.
So Megan took home 5th.
Correct.
The AC.
I'm sorry. Megan took, yes, and Jorge took home 6th.
Yep. I'll pull that out again. So we got Megan with 5th. Everybody now guaranteed just about $2,000 for their $100 investment today. Aces Up says that bet cost a player a ladder up. It did. It did. So he got it was a $340.
Well, no, because Megan would have won that hand anyway. She had the 4.
Didn't he hit river straight?
No, the river was a...
Okay, I heard somebody
I don't
say I
believe
would have
so.
had a straight. I don't know. It might have been.
I thought the river was an ace.
Okay, it might have been BJ or Faiz or somebody else saying I would
Right.
have had a straight. So regardless, he would have gotten sixth place.
It could have.
Yeah.
It could have saved her.
Potentially, yep, for sure. I've seen you chip in a chair. I've seen it happen so many times. So we are down to 4 players.
Now BJ's just gonna rip it here.
Gerardo says he had a 6. Would that have made him a straight?
Now, right?
Or a pair.
Got a jumper in the 4. All of it.
Oh, Omar's got the same
5s against 5s.
as Sean needs to just let this one go. Oh, he's already done that.
My bad.
Gerardo says no straight.
Good game, Megan. Yes.
Ooh, the 5s fold, and now the
Yeah.
5s. BJ actually has a shot
Yeah,
at it.
he's gonna take it down.
All right. Good game, Megan. Freaky Bailey in the chat. Sorry for the yawn. It is 1:30 on a Wednesday night / Thursday morning.
I thought I grabbed it.
I'm just a little bit
I
tired.
seen it when he pulled some money back. I thought I grabbed it.
Disappointed with my pocket.
All right, what do we want to talk about now? We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We can talk about first responders. We can talk about industry appreciation. Let's pop up that TV guide here. So I call this a TV guide ad. It shows what we're running for live streams every week. We're streaming 7 times a week. We don't stream on Tuesday, but we stream twice on Saturday. All right, let's get back to the action. We got Omar with a 9-10 suited
This is-
on the button.
Got a jumper in the 2.
Is he all in?
Call.
Oh, Yeah.
Omar calls 100K and Faiz just shoves 2 million with a suited ace, and everybody folds. And he picks up 300K.
I'm seeing a lot of scared play from these players, but except BJ, fearless.
Yeah, BJ's crushing it. Let's go look at these stack sizes. So we got BJ with 13 big blinds, Omar with 12, Faiz with 22, and Sean with 15. All right. Yumi Cortez says the industry appreciation was great for me when I decided to play Bomb Pot for 8 hours straight. Excellent. You got a little half price deal. So that's great. How'd the Bomb Pot work out for you? Good times?
They say time flies when you're having fun, but time really flies when you're playing bomb pot. I mean, you could just sit there and chop pots for hours.
Whee! That sounds like fun. I don't love the
We got the
limping.
limps, man. We
Don't love
gotta,
the
we gotta.
limping.
Yeah, BJ's just gonna rip it on him. Oh, but Sean has a
Got
hand.
a real hand with 13 bigs.
BJ's gonna rip it. Sean's gonna fold, and then Omar's gonna fold. That's what's gonna happen. BJ knows the right play here is a shove against an open limp.
I've got a jumper in
Yep. And Sean's gonna fold. He's gonna think about it for a sec. And he says, I don't want to flip for my tournament life. And Omar's gonna
snap call.
He called?
Snap
Oh
call.
no.
He beat him in the pot with
Oh
that.
no. It is a
Aces at
60-40, so
Let's go. Queen, Jack. Let's go. Ooh,
Ace.
King, King. Omar needs a 10. 10 one time. Let's go. Still needs a 10. 4 outs. They're all live. 9%. doesn't get it. Omar is eliminated. Congratulations, Omar, for your 4th place finish, taking home almost $2,000. Now
Now,
we
how-
show he's out.
How do you think that hand plays differently if Omar elects to, fire a min raise there? Do you think BJ still rips ace-9 suited?
Probably not. If Omar shows a little bit of strength, he probably doesn't rip. He might call, and then the flop comes out ace king ace, and Omar can get away from it.
Well, but I
Or do you
think
think-
it's first of all, if you're the pre-flop aggressor, you're going to have to fire the c-bet on an ace king king board.
Right.
But second of all, I think even if as anything but just an open shove from Omar, I think BJ is just going to go all in
Ace-9
because
rips it.
100% is the optimal play.
All right.
And as far as I've seen on this final table, BJ's made the perfect optimal play every time.
Well, he is climbing the leaderboard. He's in first place now with 2.8 million chips. Albert says he done lost his mind. Omar,
You know what?
A little bit off.
A little interesting because we saw Omar tank for a good 45 seconds with pocket jacks.
Yeah.
But there was no tanking with queen jack
No,
offsuit.
he had a plan. I think. All right, so let's throw psychology into it. If he thinks BJ is overplaying his hands, which he has been, and he thinks queen jack is a premium hand, then he says, "I'm going to trap this guy by limping in, letting him shove, and then snapping him off."
But there is literally nothing you're doing good against, right? I mean,
Yeah,
Nothing.
Queen jack's not as premium maybe as he thought it was.
of course. It's certainly good enough to open raise four-handed.
Yeah.
Or even, it's probably pretty close to a shove there with 13 big blinds, but
Yeah, 2 face cards and I don't mind min click fold either.
sure, yeah.
13, you're down to 11.
Got 100,000 from the 8 and 2
This
Ooh,
is just-
Sean's got a flush draw.
And a double gutter.
Yeah. It goes check, check, and the 8 comes out. Or excuse me, bet 100, call 100.
Yeah, Sean absolutely needs to fire again on this turn.
Faiz has bottom pair and
Yeah,
just
it's a
doesn't
great,
believe
great
him on
play.
the flop.
Well, Faiz likes to float. I mean, we saw him float with the sole intention of
Yeah.
bluffing earlier.
Yumi Cortez says he wasn't even suited. Well, that just means he had 2 flush draws.
That's true. That's true.
So what are the chances these guys chop it up?
PJ has the chip leader. They ain't chopping.
Not chopping.
0%.
All right.
This is a pro.
Let's look at this really quickly. Yeah, he's got a huge chip lead, 26 to 18 to 16. Unless he gets cooler and loses half his stack to one of these guys,
Unless they said, we'll give you first.
and we'll chop second and third. Val says, "I'm eager to see all in guys."
Hey, you're going to see it right here from BJ. That's
2 6
16
Sean with
a
a
s-
suited king.
a 16 big blind shove. This is very standard all in.
So aggressive.
Yes, you have to be.
All right.
That's how you win, and he knows it. All in right here. Look at that.
Yeah,
Look
you
at
can win by making him fold, or
It's
or
perfect. It's-
plan B is you pick up the. You just have the best hand. TLS says no chops. Hashtag just champs. 3 players left. Average stack 2.17. Payouts for Rice. 6K up top. 3,700 for second. 2,700 guaranteed for everybody left. Let's check out these stack sizes. 3.1 for BJ, 1.9 for Faiz, and Sean with 1.4. 14 big blinds, still lots of play. If he doubles through BJ, they flip-flop in place. King 10 for BJ, 2 flush draws.
we're going to probably see a raise, although it's somewhat standard to limp some of these hands here. Yeah.
He just says rip it
Yeah,
in. If you
let's
can
do it.
Yeah, wake up with a hand, Sean.
It's so smart. It's so good. Take notes, people.
Makes it super hard to play against.
Yeah.
When he puts you to the test for all your chips, every hand, it's super hard to play against.
There is a right and wrong way to play these tournament spots, and
So, especially shorthanded. I think he'll do well in that heads-up tournament next week or 2 weeks.
yeah. I'm planning on playing it for sure.
Are you?
Yes.
My
I'm
man,
gonna have to study.
Are you just
though.
going to rip it in? Every hand?
No. Maybe if it was a $7 buy-in, we might play like that.
700 is a little bit steep. for
Okay,
that.
King 10, King 10. Yeah, this is an all-in and
And
probably
a
a
call and
fold.
chop it up.
No, it's a fold. It's close though.
It's a call.
Yeah.
I mean, he calls. But I agree, it's close.
I'm actually kind of curious.
You gonna look it up on the solver?
Yeah, but I don't know if I can put ICM considerations into this one.
Ooh, king on the flop.
Oh,
Faiz is free
see,
rolling.
2 flush draws, like you said.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, chop it up. Great example of GTO. Game theory optimal. Blinds are up 100, 150. The best of the best, Val says.
Lines are up 100, 150.
Yeah, it's a 100% a shove.
King 10?
Yeah.
And is it a call?
That is the question.
What solver do you use?
This is pre-flop plus using Nash charts.
All right. Faiz with a queen 7, the computer hand
It's a call.
in the small blind.
Shove and a call is
Limps
standard
in.
there. I was wrong about that one.
BJ.
I think we're gonna see him. Well, I was gonna say I think we're gonna see him check.
See here, my spidey senses are tingling if I'm BJ.
Yeah.
Why is Faiz just limping in?
Yeah, I love it. I love the check.
And Sean's over there going, "You guys do something. Do something. I wanna ladder to second."
BJ
BJ
flops
hits
the
the
best
jack.
of it.
Faiz.
We're
with
gonna
a,
see a- We're gonna
backdoor
see a bet
straight
here.
draw.
Small bet. Nothing
450
crazy.
in the pot, 150 blind. Makes it 200. I like
I think
it.
it's just
Oh,
150.
just 150.
It's perfect.
Just a bet, just one blind bet. All right, let's just glance at these stack sizes again. 22 big blinds for BJ, 11 for Faiz, 8 for Sean. You can see their average chip stack is 2.17 million chips. We started this with 20K. Now they've each got 2 million as an average. That's a lot of chips.
Yeah.
It's 100 players per. Closer to 109.
An ace for BJ, probably going to be a shove. 100% going to be a shove. And this is actually somewhat close, I think, for Sean. I don't think he is going to do it. In fact, I'd be very surprised if he does, but I don't think it's the worst play if he does decide to make a stand here, because he knows BJ is going to be shoving.
Anything.
Yeah, some worse hands. Some Queen X, some,
He lets
yeah.
He's still thinking ICM. Like, did BJ just show his ace?
Oh, did he? I don't think he did.
He didn't. Okay.
No, I was going to say, that doesn't seem like him. No.
When I'm in this situation, I like to show people when they fold. I like to reward them by showing them the best hand to encourage them to continue to fold to me.
Right.
I
mean,
never
there's-
show them a bluff right now. I just always say, yeah, I had it. And I
Right.
kind of nod and go, yeah, I had it again. I'm getting lucky. I had it again.
Right.
No, yeah, I had a pair. I just want to
This
encourage
is,
them to fold like
man.
Pavlov's dog.
And how deep is? I think they're 22. I think BJ and Faiz is. Yeah. So another just very 9 and 5. Yeah. 100% standard all in.
He just keeps stealing the blinds.
It's
from
good.
him.
He is picking up
Yep.
the hands at the right time, but he's playing them perfectly.
Yeah.
He's not limping. He's not saying, "Oh, I want to see a flop." Like that's not how you play tournaments.
Especially
it's
not
great.
shorthanded like this.
great.
And he's adapted to shorthanded play better than most people do.
Absolutely.
And he's got 27. He just keeps widening that gap. And I've said this before. When I was going around the country putting on 1K tournaments all over the place, when we got down to the final table, you could tell the people at 9-handed, everybody was pretty good. If they made it through a field of 500 people, you were pretty good to get down to 9-handed. You might have ran good, but you were pretty good. But then when they got down to 6-handed and 5-handed, you could see who was not comfortable. And especially 3-handed, you could see them just overplaying wrong hands, folding when they shouldn't, shoving when they shouldn't. Short-handed, they didn't adjust.
Absolutely.
And BJ's adjusting very well.
This is if you've played online, if you've played spin and goes. I mean,
Yeah.
those are 3-handed. Jackpot sit and goes.
Exactly.
Those give you a lot of experience in these types of spots. Now, both shorter stack players, Sean and Faiz, are one double up away from being back in the game.
Definitely.
And now Faiz is going for it with the suited connectors.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
I love the 5-6.
Me too. This is a 9 big blind all in.
If you get called, you're probably getting called by a couple
I think
overcards.
Sean needs to call. Yeah,
Yep.
and he does.
And now it's 60-40. You look at it and you go, oh my goodness, Queen 10 is just so much better than 5-6. But it's a 60-40.
It's a great spot for BJ because either way, one of them's either going to be busto or down to 4 big blinds. I believe.
Essentially, we're heads up after this hand. Regardless of who
Right.
wins, we're either heads up or close enough. And now he hits a double gut, a 4, an 8, a 5 or a 6 for a pair.
And
So many outs. 14 outs you can
Can
see
he
up
find
at the
it?
top.
no,
Does not
the nuts.
get it. Wow. They're going to count it up to make it official, but I think we are heads up now. I mean, look at these payouts. $2,600 for third place.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9 million, 200.
Aces Up says most people who have never been in this position play the game like they're still full ring. There's almost always a shark there waiting to take advantage of that. That is absolutely correct. Especially these internet guys who get to do it all day. And that's a big reason I don't chop. And I that's part of my speech is I don't chop because it's so hard to get to this situation.
Right.
And when you get there, I don't want to be the guy who's never been there before.
Right.
So I don't want to be the guy at 5-handed who goes, wow, can you bring me some players, Floor? I need some more players. I want to go full ring. Why are we short?
And this is absolutely where it truly matters, right?
Yep.
So
All
people,
the money's on the line.
right? This is when people rush to chop, because short-handed play makes them anxious. It makes them, and it
They're
is. It's
uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable.
Yep.
It's anxiety-inducing. It's okay. So Faiz does still have a few chips.
All right.
But
V's going to update the chip stack, and it looks like he's got 125,000. That's less than a big blind. Blinds are 100 and 150 big blind. Yep. So he's all in the dark with just his ante. If he wins this hand, he gets his ante back.
No, I was just counting.
The rest is on the side. He cannot win your small blind. All he does is he wins his ante back if he wins. At Poker House Dallas, we do ante first. WSOP does big blind first. So he would actually win as much money as everybody else put in. But since we do ante first, all he gets back is his ante. I don't know if you knew that as the newest tournament director.
I did know.
You did know that? Okay,
I read
excellent.
the TDA rules
My
this
man.
morning. So we do have heads up on the side, right? And
5-5 deuce. Sean with a.
they're probably going to check it
strangle lock.
down. Although this is interesting. They both flopped something. Sean with trip fives.
Yeah, but we
Yeah, it's going to be
bet
checked down.
here.
Yeah, of course.
Still got extra.
Yeah,
Gotta be 150.
you got to bet 150.
Bet 150.
Yeah. BG's going to get away from it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've
he's-
got the deuce.
Yeah.
Maybe he would have called on the flop, but not after the king and the queen come out.
Good game, Faiz. Great
Faiz
move
eliminated.
with Queen 10 on BJ
Yeah.
earlier. Great bluff.
We are down to heads up play, and
Nice
let's check
payday.
out these pay jumps.
It's only $2,300 between second and first.
2,300.
Yeah.
So 18 to 20. They're close.
They are close. It's anyone's game. I mean,
Sean doubling through that. That is super close. That's super close. So Aces Up says, I'm pro ICM chop in situations where it makes sense, but in this tournament, there's no shot I'm chopping. They're so deep right now, I wouldn't chop either. Let's listen.
Check I said. We can't pause the clock.
Yeah. Y'all want me to keep going? Or
We'll just take a little.
okay, take a break. Okay.
Can we, yeah, I'm ready to check out.
Yeah, they're going to get exact chip counts, take a break. We don't pause the clock. So you can do whatever you want, but the clock keeps ticking.
Yeah, that one, I got this one. No, we're looking.
So while they're doing that, I'm going to pull up the payouts. And actually, I'm going to turn this down. And let's pop up that maximum camera. What's up, guys? Eric Anderson. Sean. No, Sean. Who the heck is Sean?
I'm Sam.
Sam.
yeah. Sean's over there. He's
There we go. I knew there
heads
was a
up.
Sean. I knew there was a Sean. In the booth. And, guess what? I forgot to hit transition, so they didn't see that. Let's do it again. Eric Anderson. There's Sam, not Sean. He's out there. Would they consider chopping because of tax implications? So, for those of you who do not know, federal tax law, if you win $5,000 over the buy-in, this is a $100 buy-in. So, if your prize is $5,101, you get a W2G, which is a gaming form saying you won this money, and now it goes on your taxes and you claim it. So that's a discussion with you and your accountant, but they definitely could say, you know what, let's make this $5,000 and $4,700 and not get any tax forms.
yeah, and of
You
course
still have to pay your taxes. Talk to your accountant about that. But I don't have to do paperwork because it's less than $5,000. But you are still responsible for paying all of your taxes on all of your winnings every time.
right.
Talk to your accountant.
BJ
Your deal's
undoubtedly
perfect.
knowing that. Sean probably as well.
So they're doing some ICM. ICM, for those of you who do not know, is called Independent Chip Model. What they're going to do is they're going to take the 6,520,000 chips that are in play, and they're going to assign them a cash value based on the $9,700 that's in play. So each chip has a real value, and then they're going to say how many chips do you have versus how many chips do I have. We're both going to take $3,703, which is the next payout, and then the rest of the money is split up depending on how many chips you have. So that's how ICM, independent chip model, works. If you hear people talking about the ICM implications, it means you don't want to really lose chips right now. The chips you have are worth more than the chips you have opportunity to gain. King is coming in. You want to say hi? We got the camera on, boss.
I'm going to hand it over to King.
So it looks like, boom, my man. So it looks like they're chopping. Yeah?
Well, I didn't want to, I don't want to spoil it for any.
No, well, since you're here, and I can see them chopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's even chop, or did they go ICM?
ICM chop.
So, so he got just a little bit more?
Yeah.
All right. So BJ with 3.4 million.
Mm-hmm.
Sean
had
3 million. So BJ just
45.
got to taste more. I like it. I mean, I don't like it. I'm playing if I have that many. If I have 22 big blinds, we're not chopping.
Well, I think what it was with Sean was more of, we're pretty much even. I really don't want to play it. BJ didn't, he don't ever mind playing. I don't believe anyway.
Right.
I mean, he's a 1-2 crusher. So
Did they bring up the payout being over 5,000?
no, not
an
once.
implication.
Not once.
Didn't matter. Okay.
No.
Some people in the chat were saying maybe the tax implications had
No.
something to do with it. They didn't care. They just said, let's get it done.
Mr. We got a jumper. Yes,
We
this
got a
way.
jumper.
But no, that never came up in the chat. They just,
They just
like I
said,
said,
it's been a long
BJ
day.
didn't mind playing, but Sean was,
2 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, Sean was like,
Let's
I'm
go.
tired, ready to
Spent
go.
8 hours.
Yeah.
All right. I don't hate it. It's their money. They can do what they want with it. You guys in the chat, I'm going to jump in here and give you, let's go with, anybody want 5,000 chips? Let's do that. Let's go loyalty, add 5,000 chips for sticking around this late. Okay. Exit out of there. You guys all got 5,000 chips. We are done. Anything you want to say, Sam?
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot you didn't have a mic on. Anything you want to say, King?
No,
All right, appreciate you closing this out for me. Iron Manning the final table like you like to do.
I do.
All right, boom. We got a jumper.
Thank you, Eddie King.
Go.
Just come out for that heads up tournament. It's going to be really fun. That's a great idea. I've never played anything like that, and I'm really excited to see how that turns out.
Yeah. If you want to play in that heads up tournament, I've got 4 tournaments. Each tournament has 8 spots. Get in here early and register for the day you want to, especially if there's, like, let's say you can't play Sunday. That limits you to 2 flights of 8 people. That's only 16 spots available. Get in here, sign up, get your spot. If I can get 32 spots filled before we start playing, I will throw a bracket up there and we can do some fun stuff. We can do some March Madness type bracket. If you make a perfect bracket,
Right.
I'll give away stuff.
Yeah, that sounds great. And what time are the flights on
Noon,
Saturday?
high noon, Saturday.
All flights.
Saturday, Sunday, noon.
Okay, that's gonna really mess up my sleep schedule. So
You gotta
big
get up
advantage
early.
to anyone playing
You
me.
got to get up early.
Yeah.
All right. Start off with 10K starting stack. 15-minute levels. Heads up, 15-minute levels is fine. A better structure than we normally give us. Than I normally give you. This structure is going to be better. I've added a few levels. 10K starting stack. Eliminate your player. Take those chips. Next round you have 20K. Eliminate that person. Next round you have 40K, and so on and so on and so on. Any questions, guys? That's it. I'm going to pop this up on heads up. Let's click on, whoa, boom. Let's click on transition so you can see it. That's what it's going to look like, guys. Jump on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I've posted everything.
10,000 to the winner.
10,000. I like it. I could use 10,000.
Yeah.
I could use 10,000. All right, that's it. I'm going to exit out of here. I'm going to go down to, what should we leave it on? Oh, guys, Zelda. You've heard us talk about it a lot. Great Mediterranean restaurant. One of our chat people, Habib, owns his restaurant. We were going to go there Saturday. So excited to go. And Habib left the stream early, and we thought it was because we changed it from 4 to 8 to 5 to 9, and he didn't know and had to leave early. In fact, he got an emergency call. His restaurant caught on fire, and it's a mess. It's going to be down for a couple of months. So, yeah, I was just thinking about that. So, thoughts and prayers for Habib and family and all of the workers there. They're out of business for a couple of months. When they get back, let's all go out there and support him. Great guy. And that's about all I have to say for Habib and Zelda. I'm going to close with the Did You Know Wednesday tournament. If you like this, $100 buy-in, 20K starting stack, 20-minute levels. If you like this tournament, we do the exact same thing on Monday.
Do you think we need to give it a name like we do with this one?
I mean, yeah, people like playing names. So what I told them, somebody had the idea, and I don't remember who it was, but I love the idea. It's a name it game, right? So whoever named it whoever won last Monday gets to name it next Monday, and they're a bounty that Monday.
I love it.
So let's say you win it, right? Last Monday you win it. And if you play next Monday, it'll be called the Sam tournament. And if they bust you, they get $200. I mean, I'm just making stuff up now because we haven't made it official. But that just sounds like something fun.
That does sound like a lot of fun.
Let's say, let's say Lego wins it this Monday. He takes you out. He gets $200. He wins the tournament. Next week we call it Lego's tournament, and there's a bounty on Lego. I mean, That's just something in the works that we made up. Min Cash Mondays. I know. Min is one of our fabulous tournament directors. He doesn't need any more excuses to quit work and play poker. We're not going to name a tournament after him because then he'll want to play it. I'm just kidding. He'll want to do that anyways. So yeah, Monday, like, share, subscribe to the stream, and let's pump out this Monday tournament and make it big. I mean, we get 60 players, which is a pretty good Monday, but it's not 326 like we get on Wednesday. So let's make it big. That's all for me. Do you have anything else you want to say, Sam?
I think that does it for me too.
You got it. We out. We out. Peace. We're out. See ya. What is it? 3 o'clock? 2 o'clock in the morning. All right. 90 minutes.
Not bad.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.